So before going into detail about the ransomware and the other topics, let's go over the ransomware overview. I just want to start with an example of the recent incidents that happened for the well-known Esno company, where the attacker focused on the company and made their business down. And their customers who doesn't even aware about the attack, they have been waiting on the lobby or they have been waiting on the reception for a long time to book their room for their night. So actually, what happened? The business is completely get down, and the company quite week or month to get back. So let's talk about what is ransomware and how it is being executed. Ransomware is typically a type of a malware which contains a piece of code, malicious code that is being executed on your system. The execution will happen based on the privileges that you have in your system. Based on the privileges, it will exit and expand the scope to the network level and other layers based on the access and permissions and admin roles you have on the each systems. So what will happen once after you get the malware code executed on your system? It will get all the data into its control. It will get locked, will get encrypted. What happens once after it's getting encrypted? The attackers or the person who actually made this attack get over complete control of your organization, and they will be demand for paying more ransom to get it back to as operated. So even though if you are paying for a complete ransom, there is not 100% surety where you will get your data back. Even though if the attackers is providing you back to the data, still the attackers have the backup of whatever the data you have. So there is a high chance you will be getting targeted again, and your organization will go back to the same kind of attack again. So during these days, as AI is being evolved, so these data are being used for having the more algorithmic structure of AI to attack and have a very strong ransomware attack for an organization or a company who are already been affected.
Yep. And one more point I would like to add there is the common entry point for this kind of ransomware is usually through the phishing emails, and which creates a sense of urgency to make you to perform a particular action, so that that will allow them to get into the networks. And even though if you pay the ransomware, there is a ransom for this attack, there is no guarantee that you get the data back, and still you'll be in trouble. So that's it's not so good actually.